What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Visual Verse. It is your host, Ayanda Joseph, as always, and today I want to try a new type of video. I've been thinking of this question for a long time, and I've heard a lot of different opinions on it, and I really want to enter the conversation and give my take. And that is, should you read the book before you watch a movie? And I think definitely yes, all the time, and that there are purely zero exceptions. Except maybe for comic books. I think that when you're watching the movie, that's a little bit usually of a different adaptation in the comic books, so that's not always completely reflective. But I feel like for more modern movies, such as Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, I'll kind of base this video off of those two series. I think that you should definitely read the book before. I'll first go off by saying I read the Lord of the Rings books at least like 3 times each, which is kind of OD, but it just goes to show how engrossing and interesting those books are. I mean, the movies are literally amazing. Each of them are 3 hours plus the extended cuts, that is, but the books go into even more in depth. There's just so many details and world building strategies that Tolkien uses to really immerse you in this fantastical realm, Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. And it's so awesome. And I feel like whenever you read a book first, your brain has to do the visualizing. Me, I'm a very visual learner, so whenever I read, automatically my brain is trying to piece together the puzzles to what this would look like in real life. And I feel like, yes, if you see the movie, you kind of already have that in mind, but I think it's more fun when you can make up that own world, that own fantasy world in your head, and then kind of compare it and contrast it to someone else's perspective. I think that, obviously you're going to think of it differently than they are, and so seeing someone else's actual vision come to life is so awesome and really enriches the movie and enriches the story, the plot of the overarching story or whatever you're watching. Because, when you see these different perspectives, it lets you know of new things that you never thought of. I mean, books usually have a lot more source material than movies have, and that's just because books are able to go more in depth because they have more pages. They can do things such as third person omniscient and really give you that insight into what characters are thinking. And even though neither Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter are taught in third person omniscient, I think that it definitely is such a different feeling and vibe when you watch the movies. Going over to Harry Potter now, I remember everyone in second grade, I don't know why, was reading these books. And so I read the books, and truth be told, I still haven't seen like all the movies in a row, like in one, week or one weekend. So I've never actually seen them together, which is I know what you're usually supposed to do, but I have seen all 8 movies, and theirs also are very good, extremely well done. I love the acting, I love the cast, but I think that the books again really open it up more. I mean, again, this wizarding world is so foreign. We have nothing like it in the real world. And so when I'm reading it, it's just, breathtaking. It's so different. It is kind of based off of our modern world and just with a big twist in there. But I think that this twist is something so revolutionary that like your mind is really forced to go through a metamorphosis of kinds and really think of it in a new lens. And then once I saw the movies, I was like, whoa, this is cool. Not only were the effects actually amazing, but it just really put everything together. I mean, Harry Potter has some, characters that are off the rails, that are a little bit kind of weird, but yet the movie delivered in such a great way. And I think that the books really elevated it and kind of threw that alley-oop for the movies to dunk it. Anyways, again, I think that most movies, actually scratch that, I think that all movies, if they have a book, you should definitely read the book first, because the book is also usually the original content. It's straight from the author's brainchild, and the movie is usually a producer's or director's cut or perspective from it. So of course it's going to be a little bit alterated and different, but I think that I know for Star Wars the movies came out first and then there were books that came out subsequently. I have not read the books, but I think that if the books come out after, you should definitely watch the movies first, because that's what the books were derived from. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I will see you next time.